What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 19 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we are on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 19 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $200 just yesterday, and another member who won $62 for the 4th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to be talking about is Damian Lillard for 3.5 3 points made, and this one actually is for more. Now when we look at Damian Lillard, we have him see him do a fantastic job over the most recent game against Philadelphia 76ers, where he had himself 6 3 points made. Now they do face off against Chicago Bulls, but I do want to say that although he has gone on the over in 5 out of the last 5 games, you do have to remember that 4 of the games are from last season, so you can't really take that into consideration too much. But on top of that, we do like the over for this situation, as they do face off against Chicago Bulls. Now like I mentioned, there hasn't been that many games played, but right now Chicago Bulls do actually rank 24th when it comes to 3 points allowed, and that is a big reason why we do very much like the over here. We saw Damian Lillard not just do a fantastic job against 76ers, but we also saw a very high usage rate from him in the 3-point range, and we definitely see him doing similar type of numbers, especially against a team like Bulls who don't really do a great job at defending the 3 ball. So that is a big reason why we do very much like the over here. So this one's kind of a no-brainer to us. Damian Lillard 3.5 3 points made for more, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than LeBron James. So as you all know, LeBron James, great player. This one is for points and reps combined for 29.5, and this one is for more. Now, when we look at LeBron James, we've actually seen him go on the over in 4 out of the last 5 games. But like I mentioned before, guys, most of the games were from last season. But now they do face off against none other than the Phoenix Suns. Now, surprisingly, although Phoenix Suns is a great team, they do actually rank 20th when it comes to points allowed. And when it comes to rebounds allowed, the Suns also do rank 18th. So they rank pretty poor in both categories, and that is a big reason why we do very much like the over here. Although LeBron in that first game against Minnesota Timberwolves did go on the under, we are liking the over for this situation here due to the fact that Phoenix don't do a great job at restricting points and also don't do a great job at restricting rebounds. Now when it comes to LeBron's usage rate, it definitely was there for the Timberwolves game, but he just wasn't able to make the shots that he was or planning to make. But we think he will be able to bounce back, come into this game, and be able to go on the over pretty easily. Now his average over the last 5 is 32.2, so that's great to see there as well. So all in all, we think LeBron James should be able to go on the over. So LeBron James 29.5 points reps for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Isaac Okoro. So Isaac Okoro, great player for Cleveland, and this one is for points, reps, and assists for 8.5, and this one is for more. Now we look at Isaac Okoro, we've actually seen him go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, but like we mentioned, guys, most of the games were from last season, and they do face off against the Detroit Pistons coming into this matchup. Now we look at Detroit Pistons, we also do see that they rank 24th in points allowed, 18th when it comes to actually assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 21st. So there's a big reason why we do very much like the over for this one. When it comes to Isaac Okoro, not only does he have an easy matchup, but we definitely see him getting quite a good amount of usage rate coming into this next game. Now in the first game of the season, they did face off against Toronto, and he did only have 7 points, reps, and assists, but it definitely was close to this line, and we think in this matchup we should see him being able to go on the over here pretty easily. When it comes to Isaac Okoro, not only is he a fantastic fantastic player, but we are also expecting a really big game due to the fact that when it comes to, you know, a matchup against Detroit, we think Isaac Okoro should be able to take advantage of it, and also the rest of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we are sticking to the over for this situation here. So Isaac Okoro for 8.5 points, rebs, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal as well. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Scottie Barnes, who has done a fantastic job so far, you know, during this season. Even though he has only played one game, he did a fantastic job, having 5 assists, 9 points, and also 6 rebounds during that matchup. Now, when it comes to Toronto Raptors do have themselves a very exciting matchup as they face off against the Philadelphia 76ers. And we do see that when it comes to the Sixers, we actually do see when it comes to points allowed, they do rank 25th. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do rank 19th. And then rebounds allowed, 76ers rank 17th. So when it comes to Scottie Barnes, we do very much like the over for this situation here. Philadelphia 76ers, although they did make some great additions this season, they definitely have fallen quite a bit when it comes to defense, and we definitely see that being a big issue coming into this game. So because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here. When it comes to Scottie Barnes, we think points, rebs, and assists, either line is good for him to go on the over, especially if the line is under his averages, due to the fact that Scottie Barnes has a very all-rounded, well-type usage rate in all departments. So we definitely see that being a big plus coming into this game. So definitely keep an eye out for the over for Scottie Barnes, but like I always mentioned, you know, keep an eye out for the line first. If the line is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons has done a pretty decent job against the first matchup against Atlanta, having 6 points, 8 assists, and also 5 rebounds. And when it comes to the season, we are seeing a lot more of usage rate from Ben Simmons due to the fact that he is healthy. Now, when it comes to Ben Simmons, although he is making a comeback kind of, you know, with so many injuries that he has faced, they do actually face off against the Orlando Magic in this next matchup. When we look at Orlando Magic, they do rank 2nd in points allowed. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do rank 13th, and then rebounds allowed, Orlando Magic actually do rank pretty decently, and they do also rank 9th. So because of that, we do very much like the under for someone like Ben Simmons. Although Ben Simmons is a pretty ball dominant type point guard / power forward, whatever you'd like to call him, point forward in this sense, we definitely see him going on the under on his lines, especially when it comes to points and rebounds. Now, we definitely could see him go on the over on assists, so that's why I would focus a lot more on points and rebounds for this one. We see someone like Ben Simmons, we all know he has the meme or the joke of him not being like a big scorer, and that continues on due to the fact that when we see the way he plays, what he played against Atlanta, you know, although he did shoot really well, he also didn't take a lot of shots. So we are expecting a similar type of volume, which is why we do like the under there, and rebounds is a similar story as well as for someone like Ben Simmons. So definitely keep an eye out for the under for Ben Simmons, especially when it comes to these points and rebounds aligned. I definitely would focus on those two for sure. So keep an eye out for Ben Simmons. When it comes to his line, I definitely see a lot of value there to go on the under. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about Cade Cunningham from the Detroit Pistons. Now, when it comes to Cade Cunningham, great player, and he has done a fantastic job in his first game, which was a loss, but it was against Indiana Pacers, and he did actually have 28 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. So he did a fantastic job for none other than Detroit, and Detroit do actually face off against none other than Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, it is going to be a very exciting matchup, but when we look at Cleveland Cavaliers, we also do know that they rank 8th in points allowed. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, Cavaliers do rank 15th, and then also rebounds allowed, they do rank 3rd. Now, when it comes to Cade Cunningham, he is a great player, and we actually do very much like the over for this situation here. Even though Cleveland is a very strong team when it comes to defense, we do like the over due to the fact that Cade Cunningham just has such a high usage rate in his department of points, rebs, and assists. We definitely see him being, you know, that main guy for this Detroit team also coming into this season. So we definitely see that as a positive when it comes to his line being able to go on the over. He shouldn't have too much trouble being able to go on the over. Now, is there one to focus on? I think all of them are great, but if there was one to focus on, I think points is definitely the one to look at. due to the fact when it comes to Detroit, you know, they definitely tend to see, or what we did see from that first game, is a lot of volume from Cade Cunningham, and we should expect a similar gesture. So because of that, we are sticking to the over for Cade Cunningham. Keep an eye out for his line, especially his points line. Like I always mentioned, the line is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over. So guys, if you want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.